Hey there, and welcome to the first wow moment. And today is all about learning how to teach eclipses using the wow factor. So, first and foremost, I am so glad you're here. I'm so excited to start these wow moments with you to help you engage your students and bring the wow factor to your classroom. So, if we haven't met, my name is Kayla, and I am the owner and founder of Bright in the Middle. I am a forever educator in STEM and science. I do have my PhD in STEM education, and there is a focus in science education. I am a mother of two little boys and a wife to a wonderful husband, and I love coffee. I am trying to cut back a little bit, and I really think I like creamer with a little coffee in it, but love it. I am first and foremost the daughter of the king, and if you have any questions about that, I will be happy to share. And I am a science engagement pro. Love to engage students in science and bring that wow factor. So if you don't know about the wow factor, this is wonder, overcoming overwhelm, and widen. So wonder is kind of those hooks, those engaging strategies that you use to help your students to become internally motivated to learn. And once they're internally motivated to learn, the rest is a piece of cake. Next is overcoming overwhelm. And this is where you reduce your students' cognitive load because if you try to give them too much information at a time, they end up not learning anything at all. So you want to overcome all of that overwhelm. And then there is widen, the last W, and this is extending your students' knowledge beyond what's required. So the first power move is wonder, and this is where like I said, you want your students to become internally motivated to learn because then it's a walk in the park. So for when you are teaching eclipses, this is where you can actually watch an eclipse to begin, okay? So as I'm speaking, there's actually going to be an eclipse coming up next month. So if you have the opportunity to watch it, this can be something great to do before you even learn anything about how eclipses occur. So if there's not an eclipse coming anytime soon and you need to teach it, you can always bring up a YouTube video. So just search for eclipse video time lapse, okay? So then you can choose whether you want to watch a lunar eclipse, a solar eclipse, or both. Let me get my thoughts together. So lunar, solar, or both. And after you watch that, you can have your students have a discussion, and you can ask them things such as, why do you think this occurred? What are the similarities and differences between a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse? And you can go on and on and on depending on how much time you have. And along with this, you can also bring in all the theming. So whether you are watching a real solar eclipse or you probably won't watch a lunar eclipse during school hours, but no matter what, if you're watching a real one or if you are watching a YouTube video, you can bring in the theming. So first, you can have your students wear sunglasses to class, okay? They are going to be looking cool. They will love, showing off their shades. And this is also a great time to talk about when you're actually watching a real solar eclipse, why important sunglasses or why certain sunglasses are needed to watch it. So this is where you can have that discussion. And of course, if you're watching it, have those approved sunglasses. You can also play eclipse themed songs. So you can play Total Eclipse of the Heart, Walking on Sunshine, listen to those old jams. Your students will be into it. And last but not least, you can bring in some moon pies, okay? It relates. If you talk about lunar eclipse, it relates. So bring in those moon pies to enjoy. The next power move of the wow factor is overcoming overwhelm. So like I said, this is where you overcome students' overwhelm because there are a lot of content, area of vocabulary words. There's a lot of content. There's a lot of information that you need to break down into smaller pieces where your students can understand the material and store it in their long-term memory. And so when I create my lessons, I use the 7 steps to help students retain their information. And if you have not seen those, I'll link that down below. But some examples are highlighting important information. So what is the information that you need to have standing out that your students need to know? Another thing is leaving out unimportant information, because if you have a bunch of words or if you're saying a bunch of words, students won't get it in their long-term memory because there's just too much information. So if there's anything that can be taken out, take it out. So like I said, I'll link that below so that you can check out those 7 steps to put into your lessons. This is an example here of the Eclipses interactive lessons that I can show you below. And as you see, as you go through this lesson, there is text, there's content, and then there are activities for students to do after. And as seen there, you can watch a video and answer questions. And in this here, students can actually model what is needed to happen for a solar eclipse to occur. So you get chunks of information that is segmented, and you have an activity where students can process information. This is a great way for students to take it all in, take a break. What did I just learn? And apply it. I'll link it below. Next is widen. This is where your students can extend their knowledge beyond what your state standards may require. Okay, so they've learned eclipses, you got it, but now it's time to really apply the information, get those creative juices flowing, etc. So one thing students can do is a sun, moon, earth travel brochure. And what you do here is students can create a brochure for aliens, okay? They want to attract aliens to Earth. This is a great place to visit because there are such awesome experiences. We have eclipses, we have moon phases, we have tides, we have seasons, and you can go on and on. You can do this after your eclipse lesson, or this is a great thing to do after the whole sun, moon, earth unit. So students love this. So I hope you have enjoyed learning how you can bring the wow factor to your classroom when you are learning about or when you are teaching about eclipses. If you have any questions, you can check me out on Facebook, YouTube, any social media channel. I'm there. Let me know. And as always, shine bright and have a great day.